Now, you know I've been pretty rough on Teofimo Lopez. I've been rough on Devin Haney. But I do got to say, if these two fight, Teofimo Lopez will stop Devin Haney. Why do I say that? For one, Teofimo Lopez seems to be well rounded compared to Devin Haney. He hits harder. Devin Haney is gun shy, so to speak, especially after that beating Ryan Garcia gave him. And I think the fact that Teofimo's Hispanic might cause Devin Haney a little discomfort. He might get flashbacks, think he's back in there with Ryan. And just the way Tio was talking to him when they had that little round table for that fight at Times Square, he was just talking to him like, like he was sunning him. So I think T.O. would go in there and kind of just walk through Devin Haney. I was never impressed by Devin Haney to begin with, really not impressed with him now after the Ryan Garcia fight, after the Times Square thing. I think Devin Haney's best days are behind him, if he even had any best days. Because when I watch boxing, I want to see skills. I want to see power. I want to see, well, you definitely see movement. You see a little too much movement. But he's just not a guy, Devin Haney, I'm saying, that we'll look back on and be like, man, I want to see this fight again. Or unless it's the Ryan Garcia one. How many people are going to hit replay on a Devin Haney fight? Not me. But T.O. says a lot of crazy stuff. Devin Haney says a lot of crazy stuff. But just to keep it a buck, how can you say that Devin Haney's going to beat Teofimo Lopez? How can you say that? What can he do to Teofimo Lopez? Teo beat Lomachenko, and so did Devin Haney. But, a lot of people think that Lomachenko really won the fight with Devin Haney. And Teofimo was the first one, from what I remember, the first one to put it on Lomachenko in the professionals. So, I don't know how you could say otherwise, but, a lot of people will just pick Devin Haney because of the race thing, or they'll pick T.O. because of the race thing. I'm not basing it off any of that. I'm basing it off the eye test, the ring IQ, what I see, the fear factor. First of all, Devin Haney shouldn't enter another fight until he gets rid of that fear. Because if you're not afraid, what are you running for? You're saying like, oh, don't touch me. Don't hit me. Don't touch me. Like, no. When I interviewed Ray Mercer, go check out my interview playlist. When I interviewed Ray Mercer, I was talking about his toughness. And he said one of the first things he did before entering a fight is he made up his mind that he's going to get hit. He's letting his body already know to be conditioned to absorb the punishment. You're not going to get out of the way of every punch. You slip the ones you can, but you're going to get hit. It's a 12-round fight, even if it don't go that long. You're going to be in there for a while, so you're going to get hit. So he made up his mind he was going to get hit. Devin Haney needs to make up his mind that he's going to get hit and act accordingly. And don't run. I've said this many times. They used to teach us when we played football, Pop Warner and up. If you play to not get hurt, that's when you get hurt. Because you're down there, trying to skip along instead of running full speed, and then you get clipped because you're over there tiptoeing. You got to go all out, man. You just got to, or you're in the wrong sport. This is the blood business. This is the hurt business. But, I got T.O. by knockout probably around round 8. Now, Devin Haney could outbox him, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think T.O. knocks him out. Anyway, it's the J. Roos Theory. If you want to become a member, hit the join button below. Backup platform and WJ, the Instagram, the J. Roos Theory, the Cash App, $JROOS33. That's the J. Roos Theory. If you want to become a member, I think you'll find it funny. My last video I did was about Uber and Lyft and taxi drivers that do too much of this. And I took a Uber today, and man, that chick talked the whole way. Don't mean to offend you if you're an Uber driver. I've had great conversations with many of them. but some of them just talk and they're intrusive and you're not interested. You're trying to relax, get your mind right before you get to the destination. You're trying to chill and they're just, ah. Anyway, go check that out if you want to become a member. Thanks for watching LSR Forever, and be fearless. Yeah.